talking about. Sometimes it's just how it has to work. Look at that. Lights going crazy in the background. Beautiful. It's already great.
Right.
It's already great. So how was your week?
It was a week.
It was a week.
Still fighting getting, kind of getting sick and kind of getting over getting sick, but it got there.
That's good.
It took a minute we got there. How was your week?
It was a pretty good week, I'd had to say. I'm starting to run a lot lately. I've been running like crazy. Like at the beginning of the year.
Isn't it really cold there?
It was really cold. It was very, very cold. In fact, I decided that I had the great idea of going running in 34-degree weather. So that wasn't fun.
Yeah, I did that one too, and it probably made me more sick.
Yeah, it's good though, because I've managed to. I can now run 4 miles at a time, so I'm really happy about that.
Nice. That's actually really good.
Yeah, thank you. I'm hoping to push it further.
When'd you start running to hit 4 miles already?
I was like, at the beginning of the year, I could barely run 2 miles.
Mm-hmm. It's still a short amount of time to get up to 4 miles. It's really
yeah. It was like I did. It was like 1 mile. I had to take a break and then finish the next mile. I was dying. It was awful. And then just slowly over time, I just kept doing it, kept going. And then yesterday I finally did 4 miles in, I think, 43 minutes, 44 minutes. So
okay. Yeah.
I was really, really happy about that. I'm getting a lot of these Origin notifications. A lot of people playing Apex Legends all of a sudden.
Turns out everybody's playing Apex Legends. Weird.
That's crazy how that happens. But yeah, it's just been a really awesome running adventure for me now. I just like doing it. It's just fun. And just going out there, just trying to become, I guess, better and
self-improvement is the improvement.
Yeah.
Doesn't always have to be streaming.
Exactly. In fact, fitness is definitely something that we should talk about on this show one day, because I think that.
But on the yoga chat.
Yeah, on the yoga chat, of course.
Yeah.
Yoga chat. So today's discussion that we want to talk about is jealousy, right?
Yep. That's what we're doing.
And how it can.
I just had to send out all the tweets and such.
Yes, I love tweets. Yes,
they're okay. They're most of what I do, but they're okay.
So yeah, jealousy and how it can affect your stream. This is something that crops up a lot lately.
Yes.
Especially when you're a streamer. Actually, it just crops up a lot in life.
Yeah, very much not just a streaming thing for sure.
Yeah, like you look outside and your neighbor's got a new Mustang and you're like, huh? Another one?
Not money.
Like, what do you need 3 for? Okay. But and then or your next door neighbor got $1 million and you didn't. And so it's like jealousy is everywhere, basically. Hello, Little Pumpkin TV. Welcome to the Pogchat podcast. Very glad to have you join us.
Can I host on mobile?
Yes, if you go to the to whatever chat you are on and then /host.
Oh, right. I can do it from other chats. This isn't Mixer. Okay.
Yes, you have to. It's really weird.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
There we go.
It's really
there
annoying.
We go. All right. /host. Ignore that there's an ad playing on my phone in the background, and do not have permission to form that action.
This is tears-inducing.
As well. Okay, whatever. Jealousy.
Yeah, jealousy. It's just something that as a human being and especially as a streamer, you just got to deal with.
Yeah. Today. So were you aware what brought the jealousy conversation up, or are we just kind of? For me, it's the people that, and this is what I noticed this week and why I want to talk about it. I didn't even let you answer that question, but I'm just going to keep rolling. It's all the people that are like, oh man, this person, like, I work so hard to get partner. I work so hard to get affiliate. And this person just walks in and within a week or 2 weeks, they just coast their way right on in. And like, the fact of the matter is people are going to be luckier than you, or if not lucky, maybe more talented, or maybe better at a game or something. And or sometimes you are better than them, but as I said, they catch a lucky break and they get big before you do, even though you feel like you put in more work. Go on.
I'm sorry. Yeah, finish. I'm sorry. Continue.
It's just be a monologue, even though I didn't actually write it. I'm just going. Anyway, now let's try that. Yeah. So it is. People might actually, and I've seen a little bit of this on Twitter, is they get mad at the person who who projects that feeling of jealousy. And that is the right response. You should not be projecting that feeling of jealousy out into the world, but it is extremely normal to feel those things. And you should not feel bad at all for feeling that to begin with. It's not something that you can control, and it can feel very painful to watch stuff like that happen. The problem comes whenever you go to vent about it. Because now, in this age of social media that we live in, the natural response to being upset or mad or jealous is to go talk about it on the internet. And I'm going to give advice that I learned from therapy, which is if you think you have an idea that seems maybe like not such a good idea, sit on it for a day or two and just wait. Like, type it up on Twitter if you want, but save it in a draft, wait for at least 24 hours, and then see if you really still want to send that tweet. Because chances are it's not going to look very good once you do. So there are positive ways to use that feeling of jealousy. What you do is you take it and motivate yourself with it. And instead of getting mad and lashing out at the other person, be happy for them. Even though it might be a little painful to be happy for them at the time, you can still say, this is my friend. We want to succeed together. There's nothing wrong with both of us succeeding. And then you can use that to like Rocky or something, motivate yourself, get in that spirit, play the little in your head, and then go from there. All right, good.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people, this is actually something I've been wanting to say for a really long time. It's just I haven't figured out a way to word it. There's people that think they should be somewhere. They think they should have all the viewers. They think that people are stealing everything from them. They think that they're super talented and they're amazing, when in actuality they are exactly where they should be. And it's not
people are gonna like to hear that. You're wrong.
I know it's a little bit brutal to say, but if you're a new streamer starting out, you're not going to have the amazing viewers, but there's something that might be holding you back. Maybe you're not interactive enough. Maybe you don't branch out, network. Maybe you don't go out there to talk. It's a really difficult thing to accept, and going out there and venting about how you've been wronged is not the best way to go about it. Like you said,
really ever, if we're being honest, not just related to jealousy, but
yeah.
Continue.
And you using your jealousy in a negative way to tell me that, hey, I suck, because I have, viewers, or you suck because you have mad rap skills. It's difficult. Why would you want to impact yourself more often?
Yep. There you go. Got it. You got there.
Got it out.
It was a rough one.
I know. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Nah, it's a Sunday. You're fine.
Yeah.
It's not a work day. You don't have to use words.
It's not Super Bowl Sunday this time, so we're not competing with the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That was only a week ago, wasn't it?
I know, and it was an awful
long week. Right.
Awful Super Bowl review was bad.
Yeah.
We should have just kept streaming. We would have been better.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, our ratings might have gone up right about around halftime.
Yeah. Yay, what's up, Wolfwood? Hello. Necro, welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to Pogchat. We're just talking about jealousy right now because, it's a big issue. It's a big issue. And I feel like a lot of new streamers feel that, especially ones that are literally just starting out. And I also think that streamers who've been streaming for a really long time start to feel that as well. Especially if they feel like they haven't gone anywhere, or they haven't, or they feel like they're starting to stagnate. Jealousy, I mean, I'll admit, I get jealous too. It's like, wow, look at that person over there. They're doing really good. So
I mean, that jealousy is anytime anybody else gets Discord partner, and I know that our server is bigger than theirs. There's definitely a feeling of like, what the fuck are you doing, Discord? Like, I'm not even mad at the person. I'm mostly mad at Discord. But even then, I get that it's totally not something I should vocalize ever.
Yeah.
So I do it in memes to hide my anger. And then it's just always a bad look to be saying, really, anytime. Okay. It's always a bad look to pretty much vocalize anything negative about any other streamer. Just ignore the Streamer Squad Twitter. But actually, whatever. I don't call out anybody specifically, so it's okay. but it's another case of just wait 24 hours if you think you have something to say. And I know that waiting 24 hours on social media is really hard because it's so outrage culture, it's so reaction culture. You're not going to get your opinion heard, and sometimes it's okay to not have an opinion on something, and that's hard because the way to get noticed on Twitter is to have an opinion on everything. But if you're trying a little too hard on it, then people will take notice. And really all it takes, especially starting out, is like one tweet that makes you go, I don't know about this person. Even just one that maybe comes across as slightly questionable or slightly odd, and that's all it takes to someone to hit the mute button, especially if you haven't built up any kind of cachet or any kind of thing yet. So that's why you just got to be real careful with coming at other people.
Yeah.
Go on. I was going to say this Aluminium Falcon comment here says, I'm guilty of jealousy, but never posted about it. Just vented to Zoe, I don't know. She tells me to stop it and improve. See, that's good. That's what I would tell people to do is when you have a jealousy feeling or have a feeling like that, is take it offline. You go to a Discord DM or something, and then you can vent all you want to, or just take it anywhere. Not public Discord. Don't put it where other people can screenshot it and see it.
Don't go into the Streamer Squad Discord and be like, I am jealous of that trouble truck motherfucker. He is awful.
I don't know how you're jealous of me, but anyway, it just so that's definitely the best way. In fact, you can vent to me if you really want. My DMs are open for jealous rants. And
that's a good point. You know, there's a difference between public facing and private facing. You come to someone with your what you feel like is your frustrations, and you want to just get rid of it. You want to take it out and stuff like that. So it's really productive to do it like that, living in fuck. And I know I've done that with my girlfriend, and I know I've done that with some of my friends as well, you know, especially when I first started out, and especially even still now to this day, you know, I still feel jealousy. You know, we're human, guys. We're human. We still have feelings. We still feel things, and it's hard. Now, that's not to say though that you can't use jealousy, I guess, in a good way, you know, because
peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Just quote the whole Sith code here.
Are we going Sith now? I need to get my red lightsaber.
Jealousy through you. Hold on, I got something for this. Keep going.
So a lot of people, you know, think jealousy. You shouldn't be jealous at all. You should never. If you're getting jealous as a streamer, you're doing it wrong. You're not going in with right intentions, and I disagree with that. I think that you can still feel jealousy, but use that in a productive way. You know, you don't have to necessarily go out there and use it to be negative. You can use it as a positive way. You know, it's like, man, like I'm a little bit jealous that guy is doing really well. Let me go watch him and see why he's doing really well. You know, let me go figure out what I can do better. You know, use this jealousy in a productive way instead of it's really hard to do that. It's really hard.
Why is that never the first human response, right? It's always fuck them, not what can I do to get better.
Yeah.
It's really weird that's always the natural, like, oh, this dude.
Yeah, it's so tough. It's so tough. It's like natural human instinct. They have what I don't have, so fuck them. You know. So
pretty much.
It's ridiculous, and also just it's humbling too at the same time, because you're like, well, they are doing better. You know, the proof's in the pudding. The proof is proof positive right in front of you. They're doing well. You know, so instead of being angry at them, talk to them, maybe even reach out to them. Say, hey, how'd you do it? How are you doing it? Yeah. What do you do?
Except, be careful when you word that, because I once got an email from someone back when I was an intern at NASA who worded it like this. I looked at your code, and honestly, I don't see how you got a job at NASA. What'd you do to end up getting a job there? I'm like, oh, motherfucker, I have better people skills than you do, very clearly, and that's something that you're going to learn sooner.
See? So he was jealous. He was jealous. It didn't work out well for him.
So don't reach out like that. Reaching out's a great idea, but don't do that.
Yes.
Oh, man, I need my lights to be synced with yours.
Isn't it beautiful? It's so great, isn't it?
One of mine died. I only have one.
Oh,
I only have one light at the moment.
Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated.
I like the name Thwomp Thwomp.
I do too. They're
good name.
They're very, very lovely streamers. Love them to death.
There's a Thwimp and a Thwomp?
Yes, Thwimp and Thwomp. They're two people.
Oh.
Two people. So it's even better. Yeah, we're doing the Pogchat podcast where we're talking about jealousy as streamers. Fun stuff, guys. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say, you shouldn't feel you shouldn't not be feeling jealousy, because you are going to regardless. So instead of being like, yeah, I'm jealous, fuck them, let me go on Twitter and rant about it, you could be like, I'm jealous, let me try and, work it out.
Well, that's the name that I use whenever I stream with my wife. It's prepare for trouble and make it double. It's all right.
Yeah, jealousy, the vice.
Yeah, don't try to bottle it up. This goes for every emotion, but especially for the jealousy when we're talking about venting. Actually, maybe jealousy is the one you should bottle up. Now that I'm thinking about this, there are certain emotions that maybe it's okay to let eat you from the inside. And if the option B is to yell about it on Twitter, keep that bottled up with a tight lid on it, please.
Yeah. Trust me, guys, nothing good has ever come from calling out someone on social media.
Maybe. I don't know. Taylor Swift's made a career out of it.
This is true, but we're not Taylor Swift.
So at least one good thing has come from it. But,
yeah, I don't have a good singing voice. It doesn't help me.
Yeah, the odds of you getting the Taylor Swift path are a little lower than normal.
Yeah, it's like a little tiny road. It's like don't go for that road. Don't go for that road. It's a little dangerous. But
roads. No, I can't think of a Taylor Swift song that involves roads. But if anyone can help me, I'll go for it.
Oh, I know a thing or two about dancing. Don't worry, Mikey. It's jealousy, guys. Though you can use it productively. Use it productively, please. Don't just go crazy with it. Don't sit there and just stew in your own anger. Go out there, be productive with it. Show people why you shouldn't be here, why you should be moving forward and why you should be gaining ground, use it.
Yeah, Wolf, that's an interesting point. People show jealousy, plus 10 syrup, we get new pop-ups on your channel. People show jealousy in a negative way because jealousy can be an embarrassing emotion to have, especially for people with big egos. That is very true. And
I'm one of those. I got a big ego.
I don't know any streamer that doesn't have some ego.
God, well, we're going, streaming is a very personable thing, It's like when you're not doing well, who do you point the finger at? It's easier to point the finger at someone rather than this guy right here,
And I further to the point where you can't really stream without somewhat of an ego is you're asking people to spend time staring at your face in this one-way conversation for 4 to 5 hours at a time. And that is ego. If you look up the word of ego in a dictionary or something, that's probably about what it comes out to. It's actually just a picture of Wafflez' face. But that's how it goes, and you kind of have to find a way to use that. But there are examples of ego getting a little much of people, even if it's not in shoutouts at Twitter. Like if you look at Ninja lately, since he got passed in subs, he's been acting a little weird. I don't want to call that out too much because I can't even imagine what it's like to be at that size and have to manage your emotions and be this perfect face of a platform at all times. But I can still say he probably didn't handle that in the right way. And there are just little things like that where even if it's not directly calling out something on Twitter or complaining about something on Twitter, there are small things. So it's another one of those, I usually know before I'm going to say something real stupid. Sometimes I can stop myself, sometimes I can't. But if I'm in the mood to say something especially stupid, just turn off the stream.
Yeah, guys,
if you're going to make an ass of yourself, it's better to do it offline.
Yeah, and remember, no one's stealing anything from you. No one is stealing any of your
views.
None these bad boys right here, they're not stealing nothing, okay? All right. Usually it's just because they're doing something right. They were lucky. They're more entertaining. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the stream, I'm gonna say this again, even though it might be controversial. You aren't where you think you should be. You're probably where you should be for right now. That's not saying that you can't move forward ever, but you can move past it. But you're probably where you should be at right now.
Why does "you're exactly where you should be" sound like such an insult,
I
even though
know.
it's mostly a
It does.
fact?
It does.
You're exactly where you should be. Oh, damn! Yeah. Woo! With that gif of all the guys going, oh, playing that in the background. Yeah.
But it's just to set people who have those feelings of entitlement or privilege, and it's trying to set them in the right place, you know. Yeah. Like I'm honestly where I should be as a streamer, you know. I still want to do more to make my content more professional and make myself more professional. You know, there's still more ways that I want to branch out and do more things and become better, you know. But it's going to take time, and it'll always take time.
And this helps you improve these things where we, you know, review people. That's one thing about us reviewing other channels, is it definitely teaches me things about streaming. It says, even though I haven't really streamed in like months, that's changing soon, finally changing that. As someone who tweets out streaming advice all day, I figured it's probably time.
So, Thwomp, just want to point this out.
Yeah,
Luck is
I want to talk about that too, but you go ahead.
Effing huge, fucking huge in Twitch though. So huge. So yes, luck does play a factor. I feel like luck does play a factor a little bit.
And luck's the thing no one ever wants to talk about. And
yeah,
because the people that made it want to be like, no, I just did it by my hard work and skill, even though there's 30 other people that put in the exact same amount of hard work and are just as talented, but didn't make it to that same level.
Yeah. And thank you, Mikey, for getting that gift. You are an angel. Thank you. But there's also things that you can do to help manipulate a little bit of that. You know, you want to try and stack as many things in your favor as possible.
Yeah.
Here's the sucky thing about Twitch, though, and it really does suck. You know, you could do everything right and still fail. You know, you could be the funniest streamer in the world, network your ass off, you know, support other people. You can go to these conventions. You can do everything right. In fact, that reminds me of that one video I saw of that one dude who broke down crying. Basically, he's like, I lost everything to streaming. Everything. And every time I watch that video, it just like tears me up on the inside, because I'm like, oof. Because he like lost his girlfriend, he lost his job, he has no friends, you know, and he's like, he was like, I just focused everything I had on streaming and I just didn't go anywhere. And I'm like, oh gosh.
See, that's sad, but I don't think streaming was his downfall there. I think whatever hobby he fell into, like that, with that type of personality, that's what you're going to be eventually.
Sounds like it was his own downfall.
If he got into Magic the Gathering, it would be that instead, and he'd just be talking about spending all his money on Magic cards or something. It's a personality type that you have to be careful with.
Yeah.
But sometimes those people do make it. Sometimes those sacrifices do pay off. It's like if you look at successful people in certain ways, or like some streamers, for instance, we always say go to conventions and go to networks and stuff, but the top of the top, like Shroud doesn't have to go to conventions and network. Like Ninja doesn't really have to do that. It's weird to be applying this advice, because what we're doing is giving advice on how to succeed now, not how to succeed starting 3 years ago. And that's how quickly this landscape changes, is that these are all the things you have to do now. And you also have to be aware that some people will just ignore every rule and every guideline and everything you have to do correctly and be successful anyway.
Yeah.
And you can't use that as an example.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people that say, like, I don't need to network, I just want to focus on my own content. It's like, no one's ever going to watch your content. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, and we've said this a lot before, you know, it's no longer just enough to focus on your own content. It's no longer just enough to stream. It's no longer just enough to chat. Mm-hmm. It's no longer just enough to be on Twitch alone. You have to do everything now. It's not the Wild West days of 2011 when Twitch was Justin.tv and your lyric, you know, or Co-Carnage or Dan's Games. You know, you actually have to try to do everything, and that's why streaming is so.
Just hope people click on your name in the games directory.
Yeah,
that doesn't work anymore.
And that's why it's so easy, guys, to become jealous of someone else, especially as a streamer. You know, if you're doing all this work, you know, I'm pumping in 4-hour streams every 3 days. You know, I'm networking, and someone's doing the same thing as me, but they're successful. You know, they're more successful than I am. They have more viewers than I do.
Or they're more attractive and they just take off because of that. Like, sometimes this shit ain't fair.
Yeah. It is just how it the cookie crumbles sometimes, and that's the sucky thing about the streaming world.
That's how it is on this bitch of an earth.
Yeah, because it's not like it's not like I can work out, eat healthy, do a billion push-ups, and I'm fit, I'm ripped. It's not. I can go to college, study my ass off, learn everything, and graduate with a degree.
Yeah.
Streaming doesn't work like that. It does. So it is so tough. It is so soul crushing too sometimes. Yep. That's why you got to be patient, guys. It is difficult.
It definitely is a job. And it's weird to be sitting here giving out advice on this streaming advice podcast.
Yes,
in telling people, hey, maybe this won't work out, or maybe this will be a lot more work than you think it will be. And it's odd to say that, because as people trying to give advice, we should probably be saying the opposite. Like, no, it'll work out if you just grind on it hard enough. But there's that chance. Like Waffle says, you have to manipulate luck. I like to word that differently, which is that you have to be ready when luck happens. Like, make sure that your quality is up to date. Make sure that all your stuff looks nice. Make sure that if you do get a raid from someone, you don't bottle up and things like that. Have what I talk about all the time, have an elevator pitch ready for raids where you can explain to the new people what your channel is generally about, and that just prepare yourself mentally. Be a luck prepper. Be the luck Bear Grylls of the world, and just try to be ready for that encounter whenever it comes up, because that's about all that you can do.
Oh yeah.
Where was I going with the not necessarily succeeding? I don't remember. Yeah. Anyway, that.
So yeah. I remember when I got my first big raid on Mixer. I was like, "Whoa, that's a lot of people." That was literally what I said. I'm like, "That is a lot of people." And then it's just like, I'm ready to just go for it. I like, my energy level turned to 100. Like, I was energized. I was going off the walls. I was bouncing all over the place. I was showing people who I am, who I am as a streamer.
Normal? I don't think I've ever tuned in and not seen you at least like a level 80.
See, it was level 80, and then right when that raid happened, it was like 110. It was like, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yes, Necro, Mixer's still a thing, and it's a growing platform. Slowly, but surely growing. Streamlabs, I think, said last year that it grew by 23% last quarter. 23%, guys. That's a lot of percents. That's at least
the quarterly results. Yes. Welcome to the finance cast.
Yeah, networking is your biggest villain, but so is talking. I've gotten a little better with the talking, but I need to improve more. Sometimes you get nervous when people come to the stream and you lose your voice. That happens to us.
That's totally normal. Just picture yourself in your underwear. In fact, take off all your clothes, and then you'll get a lot less nervous, I promise.
True. Now,
you'll also get banned, but yeah.
You may want to go on to another. I was actually talking with my mods about that earlier. Maybe I was thinking about making a platform shift and a genre shift as well. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
That would be really funny, though, is an April Fool's to do a Twitch stream, but on a adult platform. You might get banned for that, so don't actually do that. But I would love to, like you're browsing one of those websites that I don't think we're allowed to mention on this. But you start scrolling down, it's like people fucking. Oh, hey, here's Wafflez doing a Warframe stream.
It's like, guys, I got my stream key mixed up, and I don't know how to turn off OBS. Yeah. Help me.
Yeah, whoops, wrong stream key. Oh, baby, I like it when you... Oh, what is that? This chat is being weird today.
This is getting strange. I don't like this anymore. I think I am going to do that for April. I don't care if I get banned. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be pretty fantastic.
Yeah, and it just make innuendos the entire stream.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Good test, boys. Yeah. We get on tangents sometimes. That happens.
It's so funny. Who doesn't want that much lauded Pornhub sponsorship? Oh, damn. It's 6ix9ine. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Very glad to have you join.
We actually may have a pretty good joke related to that coming up on Twitter, so keep your eyes open for that. But,
guys, it's God, I say this a billion times. Streaming is difficult,
Streaming is hard.
It's
making
hard.
Video games today. It is difficult. Or again, this is an entertainment job. Your chances of making it to be the next ninja are about the same as your chances of making it as an actor, based on the number of people doing, but just numbers wise. It's not the exact same, because to be an actor you have to look like Ryan Reynolds or like I compared to being a professional athlete, to where there's not, at the very least with athletes, there's like a set, you have to at least be 6 feet tall and certainly athletic to be able to make it. So there's not that level of things that you need, but there's still numbers wise, the percentages are pretty close.
Yeah.
As far as like what your competition is.
And that's the great thing about streaming. It's still possible. Like, you don't need to reach necessarily ninja levels. You could be like
Oh yeah, I know.
you could be like the guy with 200 viewers and you're able to support yourself. That's great. That's great. If that's what makes you happy.
That's the goal for most people.
That's like, my goal eventually. One day, like my ultimate, guys, it's good to have goals. It really is. Like, my ultimate goal is to become a full-time streamer. I want to do this full-time. That's what I want to do. But you have mini goals along the way.
Hi, welcome to the platform.
Mini goals. Yeah.
My name's Trouble Truck. I also want to do this full time. So does everybody in the chat.
The trouble truck driver drove down the street, and the trouble truck driver did not see the waffle passing the street. In the hospital, the trouble truck driver asked, "What is your name?" And the waffle said, "I had a name, but now I am called Weird Waffle 6." That was.
I didn't know we were doing fan fiction submissions, but I like it.
Hey guys,
where's the part where it starts to get steamy though?
God, I still have to read. I promised my audience a long time ago I was going to read my erotic fan fiction that someone wrote for me back in 2015. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's erotic fan fiction, guys, starring me.
You have to do that. You have to yell at me before you do that too. I need to be there for that one.
I was thinking about streaming it on Twitch, but I think that breaks about 50 terms of service.
Maybe. I don't know.
In there. Yeah, so Twitch is incredibly saturated, but see, that's an issue. That's an issue because you're either incredibly saturated or you're so small as a streaming platform that you don't have any viewers, that it doesn't matter. So it's like on Mixer, sure, I had, a lot of followers, and sure, I had all of this stuff, but I also didn't have any viewers, There was no viewers there. And then you go to the Twitch side of things, you have all of these viewers, but you also have all of these streamers. So yes, it's saturated. So you're gambling on two different fronts. You're gambling on whether or not you can make it as a streamer on Twitch and rise above the saturation, or you try to make it a Mixer and hope that one day it becomes like even half the size of Twitch or quarter of the size.
I actually made a tweet about that somewhat recently. That's just the idea of a lot of people, when they say, I want to stream on Mixer, they say, yeah, Twitch is too crowded, so I want to go to Mixer to get noticed. And I'm like, do you realize that's both a blessing and a curse? So I have seen a lot of people on Mixer, and actually I think if this isn't speaking too much, I think Wafflez was the same way. They hit a point where they make partner on Mixer and they're streaming on there just like they should. And they're doing everything technically right, but they're not growing anymore. And what has happened is you have hit the ceiling of where your growth can be on that platform. And there, maybe you'll get lucky and start to break through that ceiling just a little bit. But with the idea of a smaller platform, especially if you're a variety streamer, especially if you're not like a battle royale streamer or someone like a Jared FPS, then there are only so many people around that want to watch variety streamers on Mixer. And that's just a limitation of the audience size. Whereas on something like Twitch, whenever there are 50,000 people watching the top streamer for the day, there's a lot more people to go around and say, hey, maybe this guy's okay. And you can survive with those 200, 300 view streams, things like that, and that be your ceiling. And there's enough people around for that to work.
Yeah. And my switch back from Mixer, yes, it did work out really well for me. I got lucky. A lot of my audience came over, and that really did help me out. But it was also the immense frustration that I was feeling on Mixer. It was like, why I have, all these followers, and yet I still am only at 30 viewers. Okay. And now someone's spamming why in my chat. And can I play? So it was like, I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And that's why I was like, I can't do it on Mixer. And I also, looking forward thinking, it was like, is it really going to be worth it? Looking at statistically speaking, is this going to be smart to stay on this platform for the future? And I didn't think so at the time. It's changing now though, which is really good. There's more reasons to be on Mixer now more than ever.
It's It's just a different gamble that you took, basically. Gamble one is stay on Mixer and hope that it gets big enough to where it can support variety streamers and types like that. Gamble two is go back to Twitch. And I've seen a number of people that do and not even intentionally, but they go to Mixer, and because it's smaller, they're kind of able to find an audience. Then they hit that ceiling and jump back over to Twitch. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, but it has worked for a few people that have come back over, and it's an interesting strategy.
Well, thank you. Yeah. And it's one of another things that I always point out with Mixer, because it's like you can look at the top streamers, they have 200,000 followers or whatever, but they have 200 viewers. You know, that's like 0.0001% of their audience or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even a full 1% of their follower to viewer ratio. Yeah. It's just a limitation of the platform, you know. It's just how it is, just how it works, and that's how it is right now. That's the truth. That's how it is on this bitch of an earth. See that, guys? It's what we're here for. So
sorry, what that's quoting too, and when I'm saying that is, I can't share it here, but there's this picture of Luigi in this man thong, and it's just his butt is hanging out and his junk is hanging out, and it's like down to his knees, and he's just looking over his shoulder. The caption is, "That's how it is on this bitch of an earth." And oh, it's a good picture. If you Google that phrase and you're not at work, it's a good image.
You're not at work, guys. All right, so I think we should move into
streamer
review.
We're pulling them up.
Let's go and review streamer. Guys, by the way, just to let you know, every Sunday we do this streamer review thing where we like to go around and look at other streamers to review and check them out, see what they're doing right, see what they're doing wrong, and hopefully maybe even help make them a better streamer, maybe. You guys can't see my face right now, so I'm looking like at everything. So first person we're going to be looking at is RoseyNZ on Twitch. Once again. So, first thing you see right here, guys, biography.
So y'all can follow along.
Thank you, Thumb Thumb. I appreciate that. So if you take a look right here, guys, first thing is the biography for your Twitter account. I would put more links right here. Links to your Twitch page, links to YouTube or anything like that. Just something to put right here, just a little bit more than just this right here. It gives us a little bit of an idea of who you are, but maybe something a little bit more.
Yeah, it's not bad as far as like I don't know. If this was a Tinder profile, you're not selling me on it. It's just describing who you are. There you go. Just treat your bio like a Tinder profile.
Yeah. So as you can see right here too, there's a lot of retweets and things like that. We
talk about that every week.
Yeah. we get down here and we got some stuff. So remember, guys, as we say every time, your Twitter account is basically, or any of your social media is just basically a window into who you are as a person. Mm-hmm. So make sure to keep that window open, I guess you could say. Just a little bit of a peek into what your life is like and who you are as a person.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like, hey, I went down to this store at my local city today or anything like that. Like, you don't have to DDoS. What's it called? You don't have to dox yourself. You don't have to overshare. But
yeah, you're not like, I live at 123 right here lane, you know? So we don't have to go.
Wait, how'd you know my address?
I mean,
time to move.
That's
so my luggage.
Well, if you want to see real quick, if we go take a look at my profile, please do not look at my porn, everyone. Okay, thank you. So if you go here, edit profile, bada bing, bada boom, donezo. You can edit your biography. You can edit the bio right there. So if you can see right here, affiliate, Twitch streamer, blah, 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 and all that. It even has my business email too. So that's like kind of an example of what you want.
Also, business emails are free. I reached out to some partner manager that works for a company asking him about business emails. And they do notice whenever your email is like, my first name dot my last name versus the name of your channel, because whenever they're trying to reach out for partnerships or they want to know that you are related, because they get a lot of fake inquiries like, I'm the real ninja at gmail.com, and they reach out trying to be someone else. So whenever you have an email that's related channel name, it helps them to know. And that's why people want you to put it on your bio, not necessarily because they're going to contact you with that email, but because when they get an email from that account, they can go look at your Twitter and say, okay, this matches up with the email address that was used. I can do that.
Yeah. So that's good advice. Good advice from me. And I like it. I like good advice, everyone. So if we take a look at the channel, this is the Twitch channel. He is a Twitch streamer, RoseyNZ. If any of you guys want to check him out, RoseyNZ.
But I put it in the chat as we go on, so people can follow along if they want to scroll through themselves.
So right here, you can see all the panels. These are nice little panels. This is actually one of the nicer looking ones we've seen so far. Which is not no offense to everyone else, of course. See, you're all great. Trust me.
Again, it's proof that panels don't have to be super complicated to look good.
Yeah,
like these are clean and simple, but they look good.
And it fits with the theme of what his stream is going for too. You know, the tavern. You know, and so you got wooden planks, and then you have your rules, your donation, your spec, and he also goes through and lets everyone know everything, you know, just a little bit more about him.
Actually, that's one thing I don't see too much.
Actually, never mind.
The same problem from Twitter is there's not really a bio. So take some time. It take like 15 minutes. Even it doesn't take very long to do. And just think about like, what am I trying to project as a stream? It's the same thing that you're gonna have to tell companies if you want a sponsorship ever. It's how do I sell my stream to someone else? And if I'm doing that, what is it that's the best parts of my stream that I need to be doing?
Yeah, and if you can see right here too, this right here, guys, it's the legal thing, right? It's a fun little thing to think about, but usually it's not how it works, unfortunately. We did talk about the chargeback stuff. This just really doesn't work. If people want to charge back, they'll charge back. It's
like people that say all sales are final, no refunds on eBay. That's not how it works.
Yeah. Yep. So if we take a look at one of his past broadcasts right here, I think he did have a starting. Yes, he has a starting soon screen. That didn't last for too long. So, you know, once again, guys, keep the starting soon screen shorter than 5 minutes.
I like his setup.
I do too. This is like, so he has one of the, I don't know if that's a Philips Hue one, because they also have like Philips Hue light strips as well, which is like really cool. I actually want to get one for my own stream.
They're expensive.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I looked them up before. They're like $80 for that strip.
That's the problem. They're expensive. They are expensive, but they look so cool, guys. I want lights. I like pretty lights. If we take a look right here,
shelves before next week.
So we got a lot of silence right here. You know, and I'm pretty sure everything's turned up. So a lot of silence right here. A lot of silence right here.
Yep.
Oh, he's not here. That's why it's silent. Silence, you know. Well, same thing, guys. You know, you want to be saying something. Anything.
Yeah, you never know when someone's going to pop into chat. And that's the biggest time that I bail out of new streams whenever I walk in, is whenever I pop in and I wait for like a minute. I usually don't instantly introduce myself. I'll wait and see if they talk. And if no one's talking or no one's commenting on what they're doing, then I generally bail out. So make sure you're saying something every so often.
Yeah. Now, listen, guys, you don't necessarily need to bill yourself as a streamer who needs to talk all the time. You can just be like someone who, you know, is a little bit more chillaxed and stuff like that. But...
No,
you know,
I'm debating internally.
Well, I wouldn't say that it doesn't have to talk all the time necessarily, but you don't have to be YouTuber level excitement.
Yeah,
you can be like a Shroud, but you do have to keep a dialogue going.
And this is what I'm saying right here too. Like, there's just there's what reason would I want to come in here and stick around to watch? You know, not to be rude or anything, but it's like where's you? You know, where are you basically? So my recommendation, try talking some more, you know, practice it. As we say every one of these streams, practice talking to yourself.
Yep. While driving to work, just start commenting on things that are going on past you.
And this right here is a little bit, you're just sitting there. No offense. It's, you know, you want to do a little bit more, just a little bit more, to keep people engaged.
Yeah, the technical parts are good though. I want to emphasize that technically it looks good. Your starting soon screen didn't go on. It doesn't sound bad or anything.
There's a baby right
there. There is a baby. Maybe that's why he's not being loud and talking all the time.
That might explain a lot, actually. He's a father who's baby gaming right now. There you go. All right. By the way, guys, Apex Legend, big old poo poo on OBS takes a lot out of it.
Really?
Yeah. There's a little bit of a thing going on here.
Right.
So right now, even with the baby, I still recommend just, talking more. It doesn't
Baby
necessarily.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Just get right up on the mic with the baby. Just
Hey guys, it's a Pogchat podcast. We're reviewing everyone right now. It's great times.
Yeah, it's good. It's coming.
So we're gonna move on to Smirky now, who is our Twitch partner. Oh,
He is. Yeah,
that's intense.
Yeah, gonna be in our best review game here.
All right, let's take a look at this. So so we're taking a look at a partnered streamer now, guys. So this might actually be a great chance to see someone who's doing something, that worked, So right here you can see content creator, Twitch partner, Discord partner, World Best Gaming, Web Around, Team Strip, Streamlabs. These are all pretty cool stuff to see. List of accomplishments that they've done. Then you also have your business. So basically a little bit more of who they are. And then they also had the pinned tweet right here. So you have a character limit here in the bio, and then you can go right here with the the pinned tweet, a little bit looking into their life, which is really cool.
I still would like a little bit more about what he does as a streamer.
Yes.
Like just a bit. Most of this is still really good, but this pinned tweet, you could expand a little bit on like, hey, I like to stream this, or like, the same thing I always tell people: describe your channel without telling me what you play. Give us like one sentence, even like one sentence added on to that explains what makes his channel stand out, or like why why we should watch him over someone else. Like that's you're trying to sell someone your channel on Twitch, on Twitter, on where you go.
I had a Twitch DFW community workshop meetup today. Interesting. That's where he was heading to.
I live there. What is that? What is this? Why was I not told about this?
Something fell through, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, sorry. You can continue. I'm gonna tweet at him real quick, and that's why I wasn't told about that.
So this is. Once again, you can see a lot of this right here. You can see this is a streamer who does something right. He's not talking. There's not a lot of going live tweets. There's a lot about what he's doing today. He's being more engaged with his audience. He's showing people. He's retweeting stuff. He's, you have your first going live tweet right here. But it's also talking about just the different things that he's doing. And once again, you can see a cameo appearance by Ashney. This is just really good stuff, and this is why he's doing well as a streamer. This is why he's a partner, because you look into this profile and you're seeing who he is as a person. Which
I'm actually really glad that he volunteered his channel to be reviewed here as a partner, because exactly as you said, like it lets us show that when you do things right, it can work.
Yeah, and obviously, It's oh, look at the doggies. That's it. That's why he's doing so well. I see why.
It helps. Also, buy a dog. That'll help your career.
And so if we take a look at his stream right now, and one thing that I always see a lot, guys. So if we take a look back at Rosie, if you can try to be hosting someone at all times, especially people that you think are good streamers or someone like friends and stuff like that. Like I have a few auto hosts set up for people that I like. Usually it doesn't. Usually, after your stream ends, a lot of the viewers are gone, but it's like a friendly handshake, It's like, hey, I think you're cool. I like your content. So if there is someone in here, take a look at him. Take a look at this person that I like. And it's a great way to show that you care. So actually, I forgot. Let's take a look at his panels. So look at this, guys. This is dense.
That's a lot.
This is dense. Okay, this
maybe
is
a little too much, but
yeah. Okay, so that's I actually had to like. Oh my god. Okay, this is this is a little dense. All right, this is actually something I'd work on a little bit more, is more organization of these panels, because they do look cool, but my god, I don't even like. I don't know where to begin with this. Is there a hamster cam? I want a hamster cam.
So I really I like the about. The about's pretty good. He's got it's organized, so that looks nice. Says his name. He says like a little bit about him outside of himself as being a streamer, which is really like, that's what I like to see, is like, what is my life like when I'm not streaming a little bit. So he talks about what he wants to do. He talks about what he streams.
He also talks about with a lot of people that he's partnered with. He's part of teams, Yam Fam, Twitch Kittens community, partnered with Streamlabs All-Star, partnered with Humble, partnered, questions. Actually, this is another good one. I always like QA areas in a stream for commonly asked questions.
Oh, my panels, you click on it, opens an image. Really? So it has info there, says a lot of text. That's an interesting way to do that.
Yeah. Yes. I do. I do like that twin thumb. I like that a lot. But it's also, I'm a little bit 50-50 with that kind of way of working it, because sometimes I just don't want to click. Sometimes I'm lazy.
So I will say he should probably put all of his partner stuff under one banner, unless the partnerships require them to not. So instead of all these different things, you can even have the images, but try to condense them a little bit. So partnered with Webaround Gaming, partnered with Humble, partnered with Streamlabs. You could probably have one banner that says, here's all our partnerships, and then list them under that so that they're not taking up a massive chunk of this page. And the worry with this, and we haven't really explained this is asking a lot of someone to read through all of this. It's asking a lot of someone to go through and read what is essentially, and it's cool that you wrote this much, but what is essentially a high school level essay. I feel with the word count here, I feel like I could turn this into my English teacher. And
all we're missing is a citation page and works cited page, and now we're good to go. This is you can see though, it's just the amount of work that he's putting into this, into the streaming, into the wanting to go further.
Yeah, no, definitely.
This is dense, man. This is really, really dense to scroll through.
You probably don't need this viewer locations tab when looking at everything else, especially if you're trying to condense it. That probably doesn't need to be there.
Zoe, it kind of does feel like a MySpace page. Gosh.
No, this is way better. The graphics are better than MySpace.
Yeah, I'm not.
And there's no song that auto plays.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I'm not getting blasted with music. So
somebody once told me the world is gonna roll. I'm just adding the ambiance.
So if you can take a look here, you can see he doesn't have a starting soon screen, which is fine.
Yeah, you don't need one. As long as you're there when you start, it's good.
That is the important thing. And so you can see right here immediately. Wait a minute.
Subtitles.
Wait. Oh no. This is not the beginning. Never mind. He does have a starting soon screen. That is a recent. That is a interruption. So he does have a starting soon screen. There we go. Let's take a look at this. So once again. So as you guys can see, everything. It's always less than 5 minutes.
And I do have a $20 Domino's gift card, so I'm kind of thinking I should get some pizza tonight.
So this is good audio quality. This is good.
Yeah.
Got the green screen going on in the background. Just walk away. Bye, everyone. Don't thwomp. I know a thing or two about leaving on stream on and walking away from it, and leaving it running.
We're down to 58 subscribers now.
Oh.
And I just realized that I need to update my alerts.
So is he doing captions at the bottom? Is that what that is?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Actually, speaking of, guys, these captions right here, these, you should totally get one. I've actually been looking into getting one for my stream.
Yeah.
It's just an inclusivity thing, You could be having a person who's hard of hearing, deaf, can't hear very well, in your stream. So just having this closed captioning right here, really, really great. Even if it sucks, even if it doesn't get your words properly or anything like that, it's better than nothing. Love these things.
That is my biggest fear. I'm currently streaming in a closet, and there's a bathroom on the other side of this closet. So it's if I ever don't turn off my stream, that could be what's coming through. I didn't think I was that funny. I don't know.
I just looking at Thwomp and then what she said, and it's just it's getting me, man. But you can see all the things that he's got going on here. This is his, starting screen. It's really awesome. Yes, Pumpkin TV, please do that. Absolutely. If my bot doesn't try to kill you, if it does try to kill you, then we can just grab the link.
Oh, there we go. I got it.
But as you can see right here, there's a lot of things going on.
Kind of catching up right now.
TBH, I'd probably lower the music a little bit. Something else I always recommend too, guys, if you're a streamer, watch your VODs. Go through your VODs, take a look at them, look at your old videos. see what you're doing good. See if audio quality is good. See if your webcam placement is good. See if your mic levels are all right. Make sure just go through. And it's also a really great chance to review your own self, based on what you know.
Scooch forward. Let's see if we can find a gameplay bit over here.
Yeah. So, going
Thursday evening, but I really I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Green screen too. That works. It's
Okay,
always like green screen or stream room, and I should probably have a green screen in here, but it won't fit. I actually have a green screen sitting on the wall next to me, but I can't
Hello, Ryan,
hit it
how are
behind
you?
these thingies up here. So
Yeah,
this is what it is until
See,
I get the shelves up.
what you need to do is do what I did and just get green poster board.
Why don't we just go on Smirky?
Just go from there.
Wait, no.
Just paint the wall green. It'll be fine. It's not like we rent or anything. Oh wait.
Let's do
here once again, I'm going to talk about this again. I feel the screen might be a little bit too cluttered. Maybe?
That was going to be my comment. Is there's a lot going on,
Yeah.
and some people that's their brand, and you can get away with it and it works. But I at least for my personal taste, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. In fact, for my stream, I've gotten rid of pretty much everything on there while I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
Just because I want people to see the gameplay.
Yeah.
And when I'm not on that screen, everything comes back. So when I go back to, the whatever starting soon or intermission or ending screen, that's where you can have those. But this is just like you're in the corner right here. You're surrounded that. That's there. That's there. That's there. That's there. That's there. Which is good to have there. That's there. That's there.
Yeah. If you want to keep this information, find a way to condense it, maybe. And it's like the overlay takes up a chunk of the screen, and then the
and because you could probably
in the viewer chat.
Yeah, because you could probably make the overlay smaller. You could probably actually condense this into that.
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, take the top donor stuff on the left and then cycle through that on the right instead of having that. I guess that's the Streamlabs overlay. I'm not entirely familiar with that because I don't have donations set up on my channel.
But you can see here, guys.
There's probably a way to cycle through those names instead of leaving them in the top of the corner of the screen and that bar there 24/7.
Yeah, but you can see here he's talking a lot. There's like a lot of things going on. Once again, too, with just like everything in the stream.
But the interaction's real good.
Yeah, he's interactive. He talks a lot. He's whenever I scroll to, he's probably saying something or he's doing something.
Yeah.
All right.
There's not a big dead air moment, no matter where you skip around to in the screen.
Yeah, and this is good. This is why he's successful. And this is the thing too, guys. We talk about this a lot, but if you're doing everything right, you're networking, you're talking, you're chatting, you're playing the right games. I mean, by the way, you do need to play the right games. You can't just play willy-nilly, whatever.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah. So this is probably where he found his niche. It's Toontown. Toontown Online. That's his niche. That works for him.
That's being creative. That's certainly not whenever somebody, I guarantee you, whenever someone starts streaming and says, I want to be a Twitch streamer, they don't say, I'm doing this to play Toontown.
I just want to play Toontown, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to be the Toontown person. No, I'm sure it took him a while to figure that out. But once he did, that was his break.
Yeah. But guys, it's consistency will get you so far with streaming. It may not get you to where you want to be now or down the road or very far, but it will eventually get you there. We're going to go ahead and jump over to the Alanoc.
Had I known that one of them was a partner, I probably would have ended this with them, but I did not. So I didn't really think about it. I knew Smirky was a partner, but I didn't actually think about it whenever we were going through to do it.
Yeah, I should have looked at that a little bit closer to myself. I was just like, pick it. Let's go.
Yeah.
So if we take a look at the Alanoc, streamer, entertainer, Irish, what could go wrong? Business inquiries, the Alanoc at gmail.com, twitch.tv /the Alanoc.
Let's link him all of our terrible Irish accents. So that's going to go well.
He's going to love it. He's going to come in here.
Yeah,
he's
he
gonna be
never
this
gets
is great.
on his name, probably.
So, all right, Thwimp, you have a good one, my friend. Keep it chill. So if you take a look at this is,
I like the bio.
it's a simple bio, but you could probably put in more. Fill it out, guys. Fill out that bio. Fill it with everything. Fill it up until all those characters, until Twitter's like, no more, please. I can't handle this.
I don't necessarily agree. It's whatever. I mean, that's an option to do it, but I actually think this works. Streamer, entertainer, Irish. What could go wrong? Like, it's not super original or crazy, but it's enough. He's got his business email there. He's got his Twitch link, which is, that's something you want to be doing. And granted, it probably only works because he's Irish and it's an intentional choice, right? To play up that part of yourself. But as someone in America, something that would make him stand out to someone else, like is maybe shallow as that sounds. It's like, oh, he probably has a cool accent. Let me go check out his channel.
Yeah. And it's because it's small, it's condensed, it's good. It's nice. It's nice. So if we take a look at all of this too, so we have her going, it's a pin tweet actually. It's a pin tweet right there. Giveaway for the month. I do want to talk about giveaways on one podcast.
Yeah, we'll pin that and get to it in the future.
Yeah, so if we see this is so this is something that he's passionate about, seeing tweets about artists stealing other people's emotes. Which that's not cool. And work all day, all I want to do is get home. So you can see, you're looking into the streamer, you're seeing who they are, and then you have
I'll say that maybe use a little less hashtags.
Yeah. It definitely is.
And another thing, I actually kind of want to talk about this for 1 second, is this guy uses a lot of different communities in this one tag. So he tags Twitch DBD, he tags Go Rogue, and he tags Twitch Kittens. And those are all 3 different communities. So as someone who runs a community account that sometimes retweets things from people, whenever I see a bunch of other communities tagged along with mine, I generally don't retweet it. And it's not that I have anything against these communities. I actually think TBD and Twitch Kittens are great places, but it feels a little weird. It's like this person is fishing for retweets and fishing for stuff, which is, I guess, what you do by tagging it, right? But by tagging a bunch of different ones, it's like, I don't really care which of these communities I'm trying to represent right now. I'm just going to shotgun out all of them and hope it works. And that always feels kind of weird to me. So I'm going to definitely hesitate to retweet someone that has a bunch of other communities listed in their thing.
Yeah.
Also, this one isn't really a live tweet, so I probably wouldn't retweet it anyway. But
yeah, and as you can just see right here, this is it's just a lot of talking about the stream, talking about the games that he's excited for, but maybe just a little bit more in there, a little bit more in depth, a little bit more talking about what you are,
and it's not,
who you are.
It's not bad.
No, it's not. It's absolutely
not.
I've
definitely seen a lot worse of going live, retweet, going live. So yeah, no, there's definitely some personality in here. I would just personally tone down the hashtags a little bit. And don't be afraid. Sorry, then I'll let you continue. Don't be afraid to post pictures and selfies with your going live links. And I know you'll kind of get different advice on this depending on who you talk to. Like, I think it was Meryl from Twitch Kittens the other day was saying, hey, maybe don't post a selfie every time you go live. But when I'm scrolling through my page, I see a lot less selfies, a lot less dog pictures, a lot less whatever on going live than I do things that are just, here's my link and here's the clip, basically. Here's what my channel defaults to whenever it goes. So I say post a GIF or post a picture, post a short little video describing something in your stream or what you'll be doing, but mix it up. And Twitter has a feature where you can see how each of your different types of tweet does. So you can go into the analytics and see, like, when I post pictures, it does well, or when I post GIFs, it does well, and use that to your advantage when posting live links.
Yeah, and in fact, when I've been doing my posting live links, I've used a selfie these past 2 times, and they have been liked and retweeted more than if I didn't use one. So I'm probably going to try it a couple more times to see how it is, just keep going with it. And so here is the Twitch channel right here. So if we take a look at this, there's no panels, there's nothing. There's a subscribe, the tip jar, and TBD community. And then you also have your socials right here. This is pretty not good, to say the least. I would definitely try to fill it out with something more.
Yeah.
Because especially the subscribe and tip jar feels a little
too upfront.
Yeah, like that's
a little too in your face.
That's pretty much all you have here. And then you also have, you schedule when you're about to go live, which is in 35 minutes. You have your bit leaderboard right here, and then you have your stream setup. So I would definitely try to fill it out with more, a schedule or a.
In fact, take a look at at the guy we just looked at, whose name is Smirky. Take a look at Smirky and his bio, and for that first paragraph, not all of it.
Yeah.
but take a look at that first paragraph and see how he words that and how he talks about himself. And in fact, I think I'm going to start linking to that first paragraph from Smirky as an example of how to write a bio.
Yeah.
Because I think that was a good way to do that. And also is a feature that I have for people in Streamer Squad. If y'all hang out here, I help people edit their bios and word it. I have a journalism degree. I worked as a journalist for a while, so I'm decent at writing. So if anybody ever wants me to take a look at their bio, feel free to reach out. Find me on Discord or Trouble Truck or wherever, and I'll be glad to help.
Yeah, and so definitely one way to really help improve the stream and bring it, give it something more. Definitely work on the panels. Get panels.
Yeah,
Get
I don't really know
done.
what the conception thing is that he has here. I don't. It's an interesting graphic, but I don't know what it's supposed to be.
Kind of
So
scared.
that's kind of hard for me to. Yeah, right. It clicks somewhere, but
I don't want to click it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like I'm a little scared.
Probably not.
So let's take a look here and see what we've got. I got a starting soon. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a little long in the tooth right there. That's a
10 minutes.
11-minute long starting soon screen.
What up? Got him.
Yo, what's up, my dude?
What up?
So this is good. He's going out
Shake City
talking.
Beyond
Hey,
soon.
Leona, welcome to the stream, bud.
Yo, what up, human? How you doing, man?
Really leaning into the Irish thing too,
Yeah.
Hey, I like that. How you
which
doing?
is fine. It works.
He's also really leaning
Happy
in
cool.
too a
How you
little
doing?
bit.
Yeah.
Liza, how's your day been? How you doing?
I would definitely try and
I'm
adjust the
super
camera
tired,
a
by
little
the way.
bit.
Just gonna
If you could.
Yeah.
clear that up.
Unless that's
Yeah,
how you
there's
tired,
the-
you know.
Because if that's how you normally sit, it's a little
So
weird,
we won't
awkward
have a lot
angle.
of height
I've been
tonight,
trying to fix that
okay?
myself. Once again,
Stop.
I went back through an old VOD and
For
noticed that
working?
I was doing the same thing.
Yo, what time
So
do you get off work, man?
let's see what we got. So he's
What
got
time
pretty
do you
nice
get off
graphics
work?
on
I
his
had a
stream.
long
No,
day at work.
you know. So let's go ahead and jump
But
forward to.
It could potentially benefit the channel down the line. Pick
Alright.
some of the big streamers.
See, this is good.
Get their
This
insight on
this
things,
overlay is subtle
what
enough
we
to
can
where I
improve
like it.
on,
Yeah.
stuff
So you
like
just
that.
have like
see what we can improve
important things right there. Done. Little
Big
thing
ones.
right here.
Yeah.
Social
Some
media
gold
links.
tops.
Done.
Yeah, it is not crowding
Hey.
the screen. There's not little
Yeah,
things
big moves
bouncing
for
all
sure.
over the
Back
place
here.
whenever events happen. It's
good,
and
man.
it's
How are
not
you?
getting in the way of gameplay.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it looks like he's conscious about where he sticks his camera for this game, and it's not covering up any important info.
and it's working. It's working. It,
Yeah.
it looks good. It looks good. Now, I get it. You're playing Apex Legends. All right, let's go back a little bit.
Them shots.
So so you're playing
This should be
Apex
fine.
Legends. You're
I'm
obviously wanting to
trusting you.
concentrate, and because you want to do well,
Project.
right? You want to win the game. But this dead air right here, I would
What am I on now?
try
I'm sticking with single.
to fill it with
Yeah.
something a little bit more. Because
Yeah, it's tough.
it is tough, especially if you're playing a battle royale game. Like,
Yeah,
Apex
where you have to be
Legends.
talking to your teammates and stuff, but you have to keep in mind that talking to your teammates isn't interesting to your chat.
exactly. Because if I want to watch someone who is playing like this, then I just go watch, whatever popular battle
Ninja,
royale.
Shroud, like the best of the best.
Yeah.
If you're watching purely for gameplay, that's what you want to be doing. So there's a difference between playing a game and streaming a game, and there's a huge difference in the way you play the game and the way you approach it, the way you talk to people, and it's something I've noticed too. Is
Oh my God,
this is
I
at
gotta
least
die.
how I feel about it, is whenever you're in chat and you're talking to your friends, it becomes weird whenever there's someone in chat talking to you. So like if you're talking on
team is so
Discord,
bad.
or if I'm talking on Discord with people I know in real life,
Oh my
as a viewer on that stream, it feels more
Team, I
like
should've
you're
healed.
watching other people have a conversation. And that can start to feel like every party that I went to in college, where I'm standing outside of a circle, just staring at other people as they have a conversation and trying not to butt in. So you definitely have to be, if you're going to stream with your other friends, let them know that you're streaming and be conscious of the fact that you will have chat and people that want to interact and people that don't just want to be sat there on the outside of your stream, like watching other people have fun, but not participating and contributing themselves.
Yeah, and if you
Just tap
go
as fast-
forward, and
fast as
also
you
if
can,
you look
it's
at this
really
too,
good. Yo, I melted
you know,
that guy though.
so he dies, and it's like that's unfortunate, but you can see the kind of reaction here,
My team
it's
is
like-
so bad.
you could be doing something more with that. You could there's so much more you could do. You don't want to just sit there and just be like, oh god, those guys suck, things like that, because that gives a bad. It's kind of a poopy pants environment. It's like not something I want to be a part of, really.
It works for some people.
It does work for some people.
Like some people can rage, but it's
But Dr. Disrespect, he also makes a show out of it, though. Like when he dies or something like that. It's something a little bit more than just commentating about what you're doing and things like that. So
yeah,
I that would be
as YouTube-y as it can get sometimes. Maybe play it up a little bit if you have to.
Yeah, well, exactly, because that's what you should be doing.
Yeah, they're here to see your reactions. That's why you're streaming.
So you want to remember that you are entertaining or an entertainer. So my recommendation here, just I guess inject some more. I guess fun, maybe a little bit. Not fun. I don't want to be mean, like saying it like that, like your stream isn't fun. But I would say try to inject a little bit more creativity,
a little more back and forth.
Yeah, and just engage with the audience a little bit more, because like something I've recently started doing during a stream, I've actually just been like, I've been calling out random viewers' names while I'm running away from someone. I'm like, oh, save me, trouble truck, things like that. So it's like, it's just a fun way to like get the audience involved in everything. It's just, it's what you can do to have the engagement, the interaction, which is what you want. So that's it for today. Let's go ahead and Streamer Squad Twitter. Let's review that.
We're gonna go review my Twitter. All right.
Hello. Is it his personal Twitter account, or is it the?
Is it the official account of Streamer Squad, a group focusing on growth over #growth that the world may never know.
Nobody knows.
That's right. That I remember word for word what my bio is on Twitter.
Downside is that you stream at night while everyone is asleep. See, you stream a Mixer, right, Leona?
Yeah, Leona streams a Mixer.
Yeah. So, what do you stream on Mixer exactly? Hey, Katie. Okay. Because there's always an audience.
If anybody has questions for us here, we can just roll this into Q&A. Just let everybody know. That's going.
We're in Q&A time, guys. Get that Q and we'll give you.
That's also the rest of the time, but whoa.
You give us a Q, we'll give you the A.
That's on the other platform. That's right. The April Fool's stream.
That's the April Fool's. So what kind of a variety of games do you play? Do you like focus on one game? Do you stream?
He plays Apex Legends for the last week, Kingdom Hearts, a couple screens that are the Xbox default screens. I don't know immediately what game this is. Kingdom Hearts. Looks like Kingdom Hearts and Apex Legends lately. So it looks like variety, but he sticks to one game whenever he finds something that he likes.
And it's like an impromptu. So yeah, Mixer, I don't know. The Mixer works a little bit strangely with their night, like overseas audience. Because I don't think Mixer has quite caught on in other countries outside of America, really. Like
some Spanish speaking ones have, but
yes,
like if you get on Twitter, Mixer in the morning, you'll see some FIFA streams and a lot of Spanish people on it. But
yeah, but Leona, you are playing Apex Legends, which is currently being, I'm 99.99% sure it's currently being dominated by the usual partners. Yeah. And same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3, brand new game. Once again, probably occupied by a lot of the big partners. And Warframe is interesting because it doesn't really have an audience yet on Mixer. I remember they were trying to push for it at one point, but I don't think it ever really went anywhere. I mean, you still have like Warframe streams on Mixer and everything, but I don't think it's really quite there.
Oh, you went back to live stream, and I'm just hanging out with my feet all over my head here.
It's okay. Sorry, I should warn you next time, like, just in case Trouble Truck is like naked for some reason.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna end up on streamerfeetpics.com or something. I'm gonna see if that's a thing while you continue.
Yeah, the community requests are fine though, Leona. But I always say, sometimes what you community request versus what you know best. You want to have that give and take. And once again, like Trouble Truck has said with the. Sorry, my mouse cursor. Get out of here, mouse cursor. No one likes you. That was actually part of my forehead. I just got rid of a little piece of my forehead. Thanks.
Oh, no. There's a site called wikifeet.com. And I Googled streamer feet pics because I'm like, this has to exist. And Pokimane is the first one. And there are hundreds of pics of Pokimane's feet. And okay, this feels really weird. Let's move on.
Hey, wait a minute. Is this advertisement for her or something?
Oh, you
want
caught
this
me.
on my
You caught
Twitch.
me.
Quick
Paid us to
Streamer
mention
Squad.
Pokemon's feet.
Yeah, Streamer Squad is officially sold out too. We've sold out, guys, to officially.
To wikifeet.com. It's our first sponsor.
So actually, we do. We do have a.
Not yet. I don't know. They haven't gotten back to me yet.
So, just saying, there might be something.
When is Valentine's Day?
This Thursday.
Is that Thursday? Okay, cool.
Thursday. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, everyone. Well, soon to be Valentine's Day. It's coming soon. It's coming soon.
Or unhappy Valentine's Day, depending on your dating situation.
This is true. I gotta figure out what I'm doing this Thursday too for my own self. So this is gonna be fun. So
My wife and I just agree to like not do anything big on Valentine's Day, and it's great. We go out to dinner, but we'll do it on the weekend.
It's got that solid sponsor Fiber Vibe. That's how you gotta work it.
I bet you a lot of people go to wikifeet.com. I bet you
Sure.
that has a pretty. I bet you they have a big audience.
I 100% guarantee it. 100%.
I gotta stop mentioning the name of that site because it makes it sound more real every time I bring it up.
And eventually, you're gonna have to put sponsored by
Blank
website on your Twitter bio.
Something.
So it's guys. We did talk a little bit about. We actually got a lot done today. We got talked about jealousy.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of wikifeet.com and
all
their
their
giant repository of feet.
Yeah.
And that's my own shortcoming.
All about that user generated content. In fact, get ready for my feet streams. It's just going to be the camera pointed at my feet.
Which I actually think is against the Twitch terms of service, so be careful with that.
Is it actually?
I don't think it's.
You know what? I'd believe that.
It's against the Twitch terms of service if it's used in a sexual context. So if you're like sexy feet stream, you're gonna have the Twitch overlords are not gonna be happy.
Draw some boobs on my feet, and then
after they run their fifth ninja ad on your stream, they're gonna ban you.
Yeah.
Right. So
oh man, that's
watch out for that. Watch out.
Don't do that. It's like one of those rules where you look on Mixer and it's like, oh, you can't be asleep on Mixer.
How important is it to have a face cam? Leono asks. Trouble.
Very.
Would agree.
It's very important to have a face cam. There was a time where you could get away with not having a face cam, but every month that passes on streaming websites, that time gets further and further away. So if you're starting off today, there's now, whether it's fair or not, an expectation of people are going to want to see your face and going to want to interact with you and going to want to see your reactions. And that's why they're watching Twitch and not YouTube, which even YouTube has a bunch of face cam now. So that's not.
See, Necro, you could say that. Baru doesn't have a face cam. Lyric doesn't have a face cam. But you know who does have a face cam? Ninja, Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Tapman, Shroud, Dr. Lupo. You know, there are so many people having face cams. You can't point at the outliers like Baru or Lyric or.
And when did Baru start? I know Lyric's been around for forever.
Yeah, so they have face cams. You can't be the outlier now. You can't. You want to have everything. Now, that's not saying, if you don't want to show your face, don't show, you don't have to. But
it's just you'll have an easier time finding success with it. Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is nearly.
Because you kind of stack the cards against yourself without having a face cam. It's really difficult. So you can't be the outlier. Because like whenever you're scrolling down on the viewer list of Fortnite or something like that, why would I? Well, I wouldn't personally pick someone who doesn't have a face cam because I like seeing the reactions. I like seeing a person. I like the eye-to-eye contact that I get to make with you guys. It's kind of nice and things like that. And then you can do fun things like that.
Yeah, you can play with it. Like Andrew Wafflez ends up curled up against his wall sometimes when he dies, and that's not possible with a face cam.
Yeah, because you can do fun bits with it. You can do things. You can do a lot of things with it, and that's why you want to have a webcam.
Yeah, he wouldn't have those cool lights, those cool color changing lights without it.
Like you just miss out on it. You miss out on an entire avenue of possibility.
Yeah, and Fiber, you are right. Some people have a webcam and they don't use it to any kind of effect. So that is something you have to be aware of, is when you have a face cam, you should be, if your natural reactions aren't that crazy, maybe over exaggerate a little bit. Or the biggest one, really, pay attention to lighting. Like Wafflez and I both have lighting. I need to fix this shadow back here. Speaking of, I need to do something about that. Just is something about a webcam when thinking about things, and you have to be cognizant of that, because what I really don't like is streams that look like this.
In fact, because you can actually take a look at this too. You can see the difference, guys, with having a webcam. So it's like you can see like, and now I'm just like gaming and stuff. So
yeah, it's streams that look like this whenever the lights are off and the only light source is the computer monitor, and you can see someone's like blown out face, and you always look a little bit fat in the face for whatever reason when you're doing this. But it's like computer monitor light, and it's full on like the South Park World of Warcraft episode nerd hanging out playing a game. And even if that's not what you always do, and it looks like this now, but say you change a screen and then the lighting looks different, and I do this and it's a dark moment and the lighting looks different. And it's that's why lamps are cheap. Leno, go buy a $5 lamp, or you don't even have to buy a lamp. I'm assuming you have a lamp somewhere in your house. Go find that lamp and then just throw a bed sheet over it.
yeah.
Like lamp plus bed sheet diffuser will give you a better lighting look than nothing else.
If you take a look at this, I'm using the Logitech C920. I was actually at one point, I still want to do it eventually in the future, but I was considering at one point picking up a, $500 mirrorless camera. But instead, I went out on Amazon, bought a ring light, and the camera quality, without a doubt, looks so much better when you have good lighting, guys. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah,
Good
this
lighting.
Logitech looks pretty good in good lighting. It's not great in darks and shadows and stuff, but if you have the light for it, and yeah, Leno, exactly, you don't need fancy ring lights like Wafflez and I have. You can just go get a lamp and a sheet. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it. Yeah,
for the longest time, I had a lamp, and I liked it. But this, then I upgraded to the ring light, and it looks even better. So you don't necessarily need to have the best of the best. Just have what works.
Yeah. And it's what I did for years when I started out on YouTube. And it's something that I learned from video production, is just basic paying attention to lighting goes a long way.
And this is something I always stress too. Whenever you're starting out streaming, guys, keep it cheap. Don't invest thousands of dollars on the best streaming PC equipment, or the best microphone, or the best webcam, or the best lighting. The Logitech C920, $50. Blue Snowball,
like 30 on sale. If you really want to pay attention and look for sales for the Logitech, it can be even cheaper than that.
Blue Snowball, $50. $5 lamp, like Trouble Truck said, and then whatever you can stream on, however you can stream.
Like a desk clip lamp, an LED lamp on Amazon, that'll work.
Yep, and just go from there. And then eventually, if you start gaining an audience and you start getting traction, then you start making the big purchases. That's when you want to do that.
Yeah, I definitely made big purchases too early, and I'm still not using them, as I said, because I don't stream very often yet. But so I made that mistake. And my wife still grills me for it a little bit. So probably why I need to get back to streaming. Fiber Vibe says, I personally don't use a webcam, but I still have regulars. I like to use mic for reaction exaggeration is my reaction to pretty stale to begin with. Once I activate affiliate, I'll most likely swap to using a face cam. So that is actually kind of cool, in that what you're doing is building up the skills that you're going to need anyway without needing a face cam element to it. And that's fine. And that's actually good, and a good talent that you can go do that. But I still would say that once you do activate the face camera, like once you hit affiliate, like you said, and swap to it, that you'll see a difference in the way people react to some of your content.
I couldn't agree more, Mika.
It's very late to be starting without a webcam, and people usually don't like that answer. But it's kind of the way it is. It's like how I say, if you're attractive, you'll have an easier time finding success. Not an answer people like to hear, but that's true for every single facet of life, and that's true for streaming as well. That's kind of how the world works.
Because it still happens to this day. People come into my stream and they're like, "You look like Markiplier," and I'm like, God, why? I want to be my own person.
You know what? I got Logan Paul the other day, so I'd take Markiplier any day of the week.
I'm sorry. See, that's what happens when you come off half-ace. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was like Logan Paul's. Oh no, I've made a mistake.
I made a mistake. I'm sorry. This is so bad.
My life is wrong?
So, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up here. Getting a little long in the tooth. Going for almost 90 minutes. This is awesome.
Yep.
So, guys,
Yeah, that was fun.
Remember, we do streamer review. So, if you want your channel up for review, double truck.
Oh wait, you said chin upwards, right?
Chin.
That was just my chin. I did it this way. There you go.
All right, guys. So as we end up the stream, send in your streams for review. Trouble Truck puts out a tweet every week.
Yeah, I'll put out a tweet like 30 minutes before we go live, or I can just link to it here.
Heck, my parents just bought a house, by the way, everyone, just in case y'all wanted to know.
Oh.
I didn't know this was happening. What? I need to have a talk with my parents after this, guys. Apparently, we got a house now. Cool. All right. Yeah. Send those in to Trouble Truck. He tweets those out on the official streamer squad.
You don't actually have to respond to those tweets. You want, just yell at me on Twitter, send me a DM or something, and we'll get to it eventually. We have a couple on this thing that we didn't get to this week, so sorry guys, but I will get to y'all next week. Yeah,
same for me. If you want to send them to me too, I can take a look at them and we can get them prepped for next week. The earlier the better, though, guys. It makes it easy on our lives, so that way we can actually sit through and review them. And
we like to try and we aren't the best about this, but we like to try and get a few notes in before the show starts so that we're not scrambling whenever it goes.
This happens, remember, guys, every Sunday evening, 5:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, GMT -6.
I'm so happy that I learned that. So, Wafflez, what do you have coming up this week on your streams?
So, for my streams this week, I am an Apex Legends addict now, guys. I am addicted. It's not good. I'm actually really scared about it. This is going to be disgusting. And then Anthem comes out this Friday for early access members. So I went ahead and got the $15 Origin Access Premiere because I want to play some Anthem this week. And so it's going to be, this is like the EA week for me. I'm going to be Apex Legending and Antheming. I'm gonna
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. CST down on his fancy little schedule down here.
And then Sunday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thursday. Wait, is it Thursday or is it Friday?
This says Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
No, for the Anthem release.
I don't know that.
I'm gonna have to look at that necro. You and I are gonna have face to face.
We changed that. So for me, I actually have some streams coming up this week, which is rare, but sorry to link myself. But so tomorrow I have an interview with Innovative Gaming. He's a guy that focuses on neuroscience and how it can be applied to streaming and work with streamers at 7:30 CST on twitch.tv/TroubleTruck.
That's pretty
and no, it's really cool. I've been looking forward to this interview. I love finding people that do something different and then highlighting them, and I think this guy does that. So I'll be doing that. And then awesome. And then on Valentine's Day or maybe after, I will be doing yoga and dating advice, both of which I'm terrible at and not qualified for. So that'll be a fun one as well as I roll up into this strange world of streaming again.
Yeah. And guys, if you want to, you can go ahead and follow this channel, which is my channel. Because it's just weird, but we do this every Sunday. So
all the other episodes are going to be on an old channel. We're changing up that format though, and just going to be here from here on out, because it turns out other people didn't really want to contribute shows to a channel that wasn't their own, which makes sense. So yeah.
All right, guys. Well, my name has been Injured Wafflez.
Fiber, glad to have you.
He's been Trouble Truck. We are the Sam, and Fiber. We are very glad to have you. We are very glad to have all of you. Make sure to tell your friends if they want to become better streamers. Come check us out. And
discord.gg/a lowercase m. No,
because it's also it's beautiful.
Wait a minute, you motherfucker! You got Discord part? I mean, what?
Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
He got Discord partner. That motherfucker. I've been trying to get this for the last 6-7 months, and I just now noticed that he's got this Discord. Ooh, the jealousy! Oh, the burning jealousy!
Hey guys, remember that talk we had about jealousy earlier today?
You've been just waiting to drop that one, Rich. How long is the Discord partner?
I've been a Discord partner for months. I've been one since last year. Since August. I think, or July. Yeah,
it's been a while. My own advice and end this stream before the jealousy.
Before he starts calling me out live in public.
Yeah, it's a werewolf thing. I'm composing my angry tweet now. How could this motherfucker?
He's a co-host of the podcast that we're on together. And he's been
holding
on me the entire time. It's okay, guys. Okay.
All right. Yep. You guys have a good one. This is fun.
And.